What is up, guys? It is Church coming to you with a brand new mic, finally getting a new mic to improve the audio quality of my videos. Now, today, this video might be considered controversial, it might be considered taking sides, and if you think I'm taking sides of this, you're probably right. I have been a subscriber of 8 Thoughts for about 2 years now, and I've seen him go through a lot of shit. And I will admit, he's really immature at some points, and he makes a lot of people angry. But it is the internet, and everybody makes people angry, and getting around expecting to not make people angry is just, it's baffling that people, are so soft. So we're going to be talking about the controversy that's going on with 8 Thoughts in the community right now. We're going to be talking about his issue with Merc, I think his name is. And we're going to be talking about the issue with Drifter, which is just going to be insane because I recently just watched Drifter's video on this, and yeah, Nick Mercs, never mind, that's his name. So I recently just watched Drifter's video, and some of these things are baffling. And if they are true, then that is, it's truly baffling. But I don't think that they are. And I am full on willing to admit that I am wrong when I am proven that I'm wrong. However, Drifter goes on in this video saying that he believes that 8 Thoughts is the mastermind behind this, and that he is essentially using another person called Blue to target Drifter, SWAT his house, send people with guns to his house, and he thinks that 8 Thoughts is basically the mastermind of all of this, that 8 Thoughts is just the ringleader behind all this harassment. And I'm not so sure how I can believe that. They've had their problems in the past, and Drifter has shown to be quite immature about some things. So he is far from someone you should definitely believe. Now, I'm not saying believe 8 Thoughts when 8 Thoughts sticks up for himself. I'm saying you should believe this for yourself. This is something that everybody who is connected to all 3 of these people, and even other people who are branching out to defend them, like if you're connected to them as well, this is something that you need to find out for yourself. This is my opinion, and this is what I believe is the truth. Now, in the video, Drifter went on and on about how, he caught these people on video camera, and he caught the pictures, but he has not showed any proof of this at all. He has not showed proof of any of this. He has not showed any proof of an intruder. I have not seen any legal documents being posted about a court case being involved and the law actually getting involved. I have not seen a single thing. And not only that, I've not heard about any of this. You'd think if 8 Thoughts was being blamed for this, he would be making videos about it or talking on Twitter. But this has only recently just popped up in his Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, go follow mine. I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there. Also, recently, as in just 5 minutes ago, I have tweeted at 8 Thoughts and asked him for his opinion. If I do get an opinion, which I probably won't, but if I do, you best believe I will be including that part in the video when I finally collide this all together and edit this. Now, what should you actually be considering? Well, Drifter never showed any proof of any of these things. He showed screenshots, but all these screenshots show one man who's targeting him, and that man is Blue. Now, it's pretty obvious that Blue and 8 Thoughts know each other pretty well, but 8 Thoughts is so far the only person I've seen that has put any proof out there to claim his innocence, and which those are screenshots of him texting Blue, telling Blue, hey, how many times have I asked you to not mess with him? And Blue says, oh, I can't, I'm not even keeping track. Blue is essentially trying to get a rise out of Drifter, and one of the only pieces of evidence that Drifter did provide were from Blue. And yet he's still choosing to blame 8 Thoughts. I think that he is being harassed. I'm going to say that yes, I believe that Drifter is being harassed. Does he deserve to be harassed? No. Is he kind of an overreactive crybaby sometimes? Yes. But does he deserve to be harassed outside of work, that is YouTube? No, definitely not. And that is extremely wrong. Blue is in the wrong. If you're going to attack someone, attack Blue. He is definitely in the wrong here. He's not really in the right here. He's attacking Drifter for what seemed to be a little rivalry between 8 Thoughts and Drifter, and that has basically evolved into this war between the two that I don't think is even necessary when you have a middleman who is doing all the work. Now, Drifter is full on ready to blame 8 Thoughts, which is in his right to do, but Drifter is not proposing, like, he's not showing any evidence of anything that's happening. All the evidence that I'm seeing have been from Blue. Nothing has happened that even remotely makes 8 Thoughts. And the only things that he has shown 8 Thoughts in the video were, you know, trolling things that 8 Thoughts has said, or, you know, all sorts of shit like that. And he's going to blame 8 Thoughts, and he didn't really blame Blue too much in the video. Now, 8 Thoughts is standing up for his innocence, as he should, but it can only go so far. I've seen a lot of people peek up for him, and this problem has actually formed into another problem with a YouTuber known as Nick Mercs. Now, I watched this video of Nick. In my opinion, and I'm going to say this as lightly as possible in order to not offend anybody, Nick Mercs is a gutless fucking pussy. I'm just going to say it like that. Nick Mercs, you know what? No, fuck you. Nick Mercs, if this reaches enough to even so much as reach you, my Twitter's in my about. Go to my Twitter and message me. And I can explain to you exactly why I think you're a shitty human being. I'm not even really trying to stick up for 8 Thoughts because I'm a fan. I'm sticking up for 8 Thoughts because you hopped on a stream and talked shit on 8 Thoughts because he said your thumbnails were bad. And you know what? Your thumbnails are shit. Mine are better than yours, and I'll make mine on PS4, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He went and made fun of 8 Thoughts for being bald, which I doubt he knows that 8 Thoughts has actually a rare type of cancer. So I don't think he really knows that. 8 Thoughts is bald because he has a rare type of cancer. And he has talked about that multiple times, but we would know if he didn't have to get rid of his videos on his channel because his channel is also being targeted. It's pretty hard to tell someone that they are targeting your channel when that person who is so-called targeting you is also being targeted themselves. This is evolved in far more, like, bigger than some YouTube feud that you see and fades away in a couple months. This has evolved into something that sides are going to have to be taken. And, you know, maybe I'm wrong, and I'm always willing to admit when I'm wrong when there's proof that I am wrong. But so far, the only proof I've seen being shown is proof from 8 Thoughts, proving his innocence, and he has been trying to get Blue off of Drifter's back. He's made these videos in the past. He has made these videos explaining how much he does not like Drifter, but he is not the one harassing him, and that is Blue. But we wouldn't know that because he had to delete these things off of his YouTube because he is getting targeted himself. I remember these videos. I liked these videos. I saved these videos. He told Blue to stop on video. He told us on video that it is Blue, not him. He's been telling him to stop. He's been getting blamed for this. So far, I'm going to believe 8 Thoughts because 8 Thoughts is the only person out here who's been showing any amount of proof. I'm not denying that Drifter is being harassed. I'm full on willing to bet that he is being harassed, which is wrong. Okay, you don't harass people for a YouTube feud. You know, and the one piece of evidence that Drifter did put on the video was a call with Blue. And Blue stating that he just wants to piss him off and he just wants to get a reaction out of him. For no real reason at all. Because Blue is what you might call an excessive troll. He is excessively trolling Drifter, and he's doing it way too far to the point that Drifter has stated that he is being swatted and all this stuff. Do I believe it? Kinda, but not really. Drifter has really put forth no evidence to prove his point. But I do believe that he is being harassed. But I also do believe that he might be lying about things to, you know, extend the problem more than it needs to be. I don't believe that 8 Thoughts is behind this. I believe that Blue is behind this, and I believe Blue is guilty. And Blue already has been prosecuted for this, I believe. And he's getting more angry that 8 Thoughts is not being prosecuted. Well, you have to have evidence to prosecute someone. You have to have this evidence, and it's not there. Not there for 8 Thoughts. Now, moving on, those are just my opinions for now. These could always change, and if they do, I'm more than happy to make another video stating how I found new evidence in support of either or part. So, moving on to Nick Mercs, who got pissed off that 8 Thoughts called him out in a video for saying that his thumbnails are bad. Nick Mercs, your thumbnails are trash. Okay? I make mine on PS4, and I think mine are better than yours, and I also think mine are fucking shit. But if you're going to hop on a stream and, actively say that you're trying to get 8 Thoughts' channel removed because he insulted you, you're a pussy. I have had people insult me so much on this channel, and not once have I ever lashed out on any of them. I have, calmly most of the time, if not all the time, debated with them about these topics, and have also told them that the topics they're getting mad at me for, most of my views have changed on them, and I'm willing to make a video to correct that. And Nick Mercs is a type of guy who cannot handle criticism. And he is another one of the people out here that will talk all this mad shit but can't handle criticism. He is openly admitted in that stream. Go watch Optimus's video right now. Go look up Optimus, sub to his channel. He's a great YouTuber. Check out his fucking video on Nick Mercs. He has a video of the stream of Nick Mercs openly stating that he is trying to get 8 Thoughts' channel removed. And he has openly insulted 8 Thoughts. And for the same shit that 8 Thoughts is doing to him. Like, let me break this down for you. And some shit that you should have learned when you were fucking in 3rd grade. You don't fight fire with fire. You do not go on the internet and say, hey man, insulting people's wrong, you big dumb bald-headed fuck. You don't say that. Because you're not solving the problem. You're being a fucking hypocrite. It's just baffling to me that you're going to hop on YouTube or Twitch or whatever your dumbass streams on and say that insulting people is wrong. You shouldn't do that. But then insult the guy because he has cancer. You're going to call him a bald-headed fuck when you don't even know why he's bald. He's bald because he has fucking cancer, you dickhead. Congratulations. You just made fun of a cancer patient with no known cure for it. Such a rare cancer that he has explained before in his streams and his videos. You're going to make fun of him for that because he told you that your thumbnails are trash. And yeah, maybe you're getting harassed too, but I doubt 8 Thoughts is harassing you. Could be the fans. Could always be the fans. But 8 Thoughts has no control over them. If he tells them to stop, maybe a majority of them will stop, but not all of them. That is how it is. That's how the internet works. If you do not like how the internet works, you have no place on it. And that is my final statement about this topic. If you cannot handle criticism, you have no place on the internet. And you need to go and find a job somewhere else, doing something else, where you can't get your little feelings hurt and go and bitch about it to your fans and start and blow this whole situation out of proportion. It's fucking childish. It is beyond childish. Now, this is just my opinions on this. Anyone watching is more than welcome to go and find their own opinions on the subject and, find out what you can. Don't take my word for it. Don't take 8 Thoughts' word for it. Don't take Drifter's word for it. Don't take Nick Mercs', whatever his dumbass name is, word for it. Don't take any of our word for it. You need to find this out for yourself. Because one thing that I always enjoy doing is I enjoy getting the full spectrum of the situation. I watch Drifter's videos. I watch 8 Thoughts videos. I watch Optimus videos. I will look at tweets from Blame Truth, Optimus, and Nick Mercs, and Drifter, and get the full view on everything. And what it seems is the big problem about it is this guy called Blue. He seems to be the big issue with the whole situation. He seems to be blowing this thing out of proportion, and the blame is shifting to 8 Thoughts, even though Blue has stated 8 Thoughts is not involved. Even though 8 Thoughts have stated multiple times with picture proof and screenshots of messages that he is not to blame here. And still he is getting shit on for this. So unless I see any video proof that someone tried to break in your house, Drifter, or I see legal documents, or a police report stating that someone broke into your house or tried to break in your house or came to your house with a gun, I won't believe you. Just like I wouldn't believe 8 Thoughts if he was saying the same shit. You need proof. This shit needs evidence. You cannot tell a fan base of almost 2 million subscribers this and expect everybody out here to blindly follow you and obey everything you say. It's just not going to happen. And if you think that is, you got a really fucked up sense on how people, view things. And you must have more followers like Nick Mercs, because this guy, I mean, man, I just now heard of this guy, and I already don't enjoy even hearing his name. He seems like the sourest little bitch I've ever seen. And I take it my channel's pretty small. Nobody really watches my videos for long. I always check my analytics and I always analyze things and I try to do better. For instance, the new mic for better voice quality. But I do not go as solo to insult those who criticize me. In fact, I take that criticism and I use it to better my content. I use it to think about the bigger picture. And so what if he says your thumbnails are bad, dude? Who cares? Your thumbnails play a very small part in your channel. My thumbnails are not great. My thumbnails are far from great. In fact, the thumbnail for this video will probably be equally shit as all my other thumbnails are. But it doesn't matter, because they play such a small part in what the video has to offer for the viewer. And if you're going to go and insult a cancer patient and then claim that insulting people on the internet is bad after you called him a bald-headed fuck and said that you were proud that you were trying to help get his channel removed, you're the problem. Not 8 Thoughts. Not his viewers. You're the fucking problem. And it honestly disgusts me that this is literally what the YouTube has become. A pissing contest over thumbnails. A pissing contest over who's got the most subscribers and viewers and fans and this and that. It's just become a gigantic cock measuring contest over everything. YouTube feuds are interesting, but when it gets to the point that people are being harassed, for instance, Blue harassing Drifter, that's when it's getting wrong. I am on Drifter's side when it comes to Blue harassing him. I do not think 8 Thoughts has been involved with it. I do not think 8 Thoughts have played any part other than slight trolling. And I think Blue is fully to blame. 100% Blue is to blame, and I think that he should be prosecuted with the full extent of the law. And I think that Drifter is right when I don't really like Drifter. I don't really think fondly of him. He seems like a whiny little bitch sometimes. But no matter what my opinion of him is, I'm always going to side with him when it comes to the harassment. No one should be harassed, ever. But I think he's got a fucked up sense of viewing things. I think he's viewing it as all 8 Thoughts' fault when 8 Thoughts have actually put out evidence, stating his innocence. It's just getting crazy. And honestly, I've never seen something like this before, where it's been this crazy and everybody, multiple YouTubers that don't even really socialize with each other, are all talking about it. Optimus, Blame Truth, Drifter's involved, obviously, 8 Thoughts, this Nick Mercs guy who's a complete whiny little bitch. Everybody's getting way too involved, and I think it's going to cause a downfall, and I think it's going to spiral out of control. I think it's going to get way worse than it should be. Definitely. And it's going to be sad when, someone gets removed off of YouTube for this shit. Because Nick Mercs couldn't take criticism, and this Blue guy couldn't stop harassing Drifter. And then 8 Thoughts catching all the blame for it is what it seems like. But anyways, I'm rambling on. I am getting really off topic for everything. I'm going to try to put this video out the day I record it, which I'm recording it on Monday, April 15th. So I'm going to try to put this out the same day, but 50-50 on how that goes. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Check out all the other YouTubers I mentioned, no matter if I said I liked them or not. Get the full opinion on it. Develop your own beliefs on it. Don't take my word for granted. Don't take my word, for what it is. Believe what you want to believe. Get the full story of this thing, which is what I am trying to do. And shout out to Stud Muffin Athlete, which is 8 Thoughts' new channel after his other one has received 2 strikes and he can no longer upload on it. Shout out to him. Go check him out. Optimus, check his video out on Nick Mercs. Go check Drifter's video out and see what you think for yourself. And check out all their Twitters. See what you can find for yourself. This is all encouragement for you to find out for yourself what you should believe. This is Church signing out. I will see you guys in the next video.